What's going on, everybody? Today, well, in the last video that you saw on this thing, you saw I got the axle attached, got it all in place. Today, we are working on the motor, seeing where she's gonna be sitting. Need to make damn sure that that chain lines up perfect, or the sprockets line up perfect. It's kind of hard to see with the camera, but I think that's roughly where it's gonna go. Of course, if it's not perfect, like, I intentionally had it a little bit offset, as you can see, so that, like, when I bolt the engine down, I could just get some spacers to get this thing, like, out to where I need it to be. So, I'm gonna leave it for now. I think that's where she's gonna sit. I'm not 100% sure yet. I also need to make sure that the engine is not mounted crooked. It's kind of hard to tell. I cannot even tell with my naked eye, but we're gonna see, and then we're gonna mark the holes with this bad boy. Mark the holes right there, and on these two spots as well, so we can see where we need to drill to put the holes for the bolts for the motor. Ice cream truck. Okay, so that was kind of a strange sign up, but anyways, got all the holes marked. It looks pretty straight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill these holes, and you guys might be wondering how I'm planning to access these, and the trick is, like for this one right here, for example, I'm gonna put a bolt through the top and access the nut from the bottom, and then for this one, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. You can see there's a lot of room down there. And for these, I might have to drill all the way through and put a longer bolt. We'll see how that goes. We're just gonna drill the holes, and we're gonna see how it goes, because, you know, I'm pretty anxious to ride this thing, and I know you guys are anxious to see it running as well, so yeah, we're just moving along. All right, so we're making a little bit of progress here. I got the motor attached, and I kind of had to use like some makeshift like stuff to get it to work, because I did all the bolts that I had were just not long enough, or were too long to work. So I had to use like some of these nuts and stuff as spacing. I still have to figure out like how I'm gonna I'm gonna have to buy some bolts, but I'm gonna do that later, because I really don't want to do that right now. So all I really need to do is see if I can find a bolt for this clutch, and now all I really need to do is cut a chain for it, and we can go for a test ride. All right, so we got a little bit of an issue here. None of my chains that I have are long enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, this is the longest chain that I have. I'm gonna take this and wrap it around, and then I'm gonna use a small section of one of those chains and use 2 master links to get the chain long enough to what I need it to be. Because, you know, I cut this chain, but of course it wasn't long enough. It was kind of messed up. So, yeah, that's that. And clutch bolt, again, the bolts in my shop are too freaking long. So I had to kind of, you know, use my own, like, little kind of contraption to see if I can get this clutch to stay in place. I don't know if it'll work or not. I don't think it will, but hopefully it'll at least stay on long enough so we can see if we can take this thing for a test ride. I'm very close to riding this. I just need to put some oil in it, put some gas in it, of course, and fire it up and see what happens. The chain, she's good for now, but I'm sure she's gonna loosen up like pretty quickly, so I'm sure in the future we'll get like some kind of chain tensioner thing. But what I'm going to do for right now, just to get it running, is, you know, just, like I said, put some oil in it. And then after that, we can go for a test ride. Alright, so I just put some oil in it. We're going to push it outside, over to the road, and we're going to fire it up and take it for a ride. Hopefully. I don't have a throttle cable. I don't have a good clutch bolt. The chain is actually not so bad now, but I'm sure it's going to loosen up later. And it's got 2 master links, so yeah, basically I have nothing to worry about. It'll be fine. Okay, so here we are, moment of truth. I'd say here goes nothing, but it's more like here goes everything. Place your bets, people. That is ridiculous. You have no idea what it's like to sit on this go-kart and this like feel completely out of control at 5 miles an hour. One thing I noticed right away is that you give the throttle a little bit of gas and this thing vibrates a ton. That's weird. My God, that thing vibrates so much. Jesus. But what do you guys think? Was that awesome or what? Obviously, the next thing I have to do is throttle cable, so I don't have to reach my hand back, but didn't even throw the chain. I'm kind of surprised. Runs pretty nicely. Obviously, I have to figure out how to like get this engine to not vibrate as much, for sure, and I definitely have to maybe tighten the chain a little bit, because it definitely, riding it a little bit, loosened it up a little bit. The brakes work. Still need some adjusting, of course. That is insane. Wow. I like this thing. What do you guys think? Tell me what it needs. Yeah, see you next time.